y'all know, my name is Seven, and today I'm gonna be cooking because I'm bored. And I think I'm gonna just start doing archives just for my computer camera, strictly on my YouTube because I'm about to rebrand a lot of stuff. And this is gonna be my vlog for today because I didn't really do nothing. I just woke up to a shower and I look rough. So, crinkle cut fries from Target. I have 3 types of cheeses. I have the mozzarella and provolone. I got Swiss and I got sharp cheddar, white sharp cheddar. While I'm eating, I'm gonna be snacking y'all. It's a good bad, so I wanna eat it quickly. I preheat my oven to 425, I think. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven. I'm gonna salt them and everything later because I hate when the seasoning sticks on the fries. So y'all, I'm breaking out and don't look at my hair. I'm getting it done soon. So I put that on first, and then I have my little grilled cheese skillet. I use sourdough because I like the crispy grilled cheese from Starbucks, and that's what I be usually making. You're gonna need 2 types of butter and a knife, and the cheese. So I was actually thinking about putting anise in it. So I'm gonna heat this up now, I guess, because I'm about to put it in. So I fill my anise mac and cheese literally up to like there because I hate mac and cheese that's soggy. Okay, so put this in last. So to make it, I get my bread. You want to get your garlic butter. So I use garlic butter and I use olive oil and sea salt. The garlic butter, it just adds everything it needs to add in here. What should I talk about? God, I tell you, this is not my first job. This is my second job, but it's my first job in college. And my first job where I'm actually gonna have to balance like stuff. That's why I'm just like, so I got it down here and I have it back where I live, back in North Carolina. But it's cool, like, so far. So this is the mac and cheese. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. So you're gonna put provolone in, but you're not gonna put a lot because you're gonna put it, it's just gonna burn. I put a lot. I'm gonna just put it on there. So like it spreads evenly like that because it was really hard before. Y'all, okay, so the one story time I have is, so I think I had a job. Did I have a job interview? No. I was riding the bus and there's this guy and I think he had like a disability or something. And you know how sometimes they might, like, people who have a disability, they might like look at you like that. So he was looking at me like a little bit more than usual and I'm like, okay, why are you looking at me? So immediately I like my senses were heightened and stuff. And I think I didn't have my headphones in, so I was just making sure I was listening to my surroundings and stuff, just looking at me. Like every 2 seconds, I would look up and he was just like looking. So this lady was like really talking. She was talking like loud. So I was trying to listen to what she's talking about. And apparently she kept talking about like her brother being locked up. Like she was like, somebody was threatening her, like type thing. But I'm like, I'm sitting on the back of the bus, guys. Nobody's talking. And she was talking to somebody, but they weren't like replying. What they were saying was not like they were the ones egging her on. Like they weren't the ones making the argument or making her get like that. They were literally just talking to her. I literally had to take bus 12 because I was coming home from the store and my bus was gonna take 20 minutes to get there. And there's like 3 other buses in my area because of like my school. So it's like 3 other buses that's gonna take me to the same place. But I had never taken that one yet. Like this is the one that's come, like usually I go to the front end. So I'll go to the front end of the university. This is like the back street, which is like, it's the front street is where all of like Food Lion, like that's where the front street is. The back street is like gas stations and like, yeah. I'm like, why did I take this bus, Jesus? So she talking to herself or somebody. was still looking at me. I'm like, what are you looking at? Like what are you looking at, boy? And so, and I could tell like something was wrong with him. So I'm like, what in the world, y'all? Okay, now I need to figure out a way to get to this. I guess she was like, yeah, like my brothers went to prison for like 20 years. I'm like, whoa, like what? Like your brothers went to prison for 20 years? Like what? He sentenced to life? I'm getting all of the tea, y'all, like all of the tea. I'm like, who is this man? Like who is triggering this lady, this dad, for her to even feel the need to explain herself to y'all men? I was like, who are you? Like whatever. So he's like, the guy over there is shaking so bad, like his leg was literally about to, like he was shaking. I was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Like, I didn't say that because I don't, like, I'm not gonna be in your business because you're a stranger to me. Like, especially on the bus, like, I'm not gonna ask you to be okay. Like, you either just gotta be okay, you just gotta tough it out, boy. Like, then I realized it was a guy that was looking at me. He was literally egging her on, but he was like talking in code or something. Y'all, I don't know if it was a code. This man did not say one word out of his mouth. And maybe I was going crazy or something, but this man did not say a word out of his mouth. Like, I did not hear a word come out of his mouth. And she was literally shaking. He was like, he had pulled a little thing down to be like, bus driver, stop here. And I'm like, y'all, like, what in the world? Where is this? Like, this lady is literally going off nothing. Like, oh my gosh. She was like, and then he was like, he argued with her. Like, as soon as he was getting to his stop, hold on, because I'm about to pass out. So yeah, like, I was like, what in the world? Like, what's going on? Like, do I need to call the cops? I was about to be like, bus driver, let me off at this stop. Mind you, the reason I don't take that bus is because there are a bunch of crackheads. It's so sad. I was like, you know, like, I have to be more cautious because just because my bus isn't here, I have to really realize what bus I'm taking because one, I'm a female. Like, these guys, females, these people are so weird nowadays. Like, I don't know what to do. My mom probably didn't even put it up there. Because if I can't get up there, how in the world did she get up there? Yeah, y'all. I was just really. That about to be nasty. Dang, that about to be nasty. No, that about to be nasty. Y'all, I still eat like I'm in 3rd grade. Ever made applesauce? What's that guy who stood under the tree and made apple? He is a genius. A literal genius, bro. He let that apple hit his head. Oh, no, he discovered gravity. You know me, I don't like gravity. It's gonna be titled 12, 13, 21. 21, yeah. You want the bomba? You want to play with the big boys? I forgot to get the things out. I forgot to get the thing to flip it. So this is it. I can't really show you because I'm flipping it, but I haven't got my toes done in a minute, bro. And they look terrible. And I would die before I go to a nail salon. What I did is what any bad girl does, and she goes and finds somebody that's affordable. And that's what I did. 30 minutes away by car. So I'm just like, all right, like whatever. Just be tough about it, baby. You got this. This is my first time really like officially taking the bus, and I wasn't scared. Y'all, I don't get scared easy. Like, my mom used to tell me, I used to walk in the dark at night at my grandma's house. Mom, she like, you know how grandma's house, they're sometimes like, they're haunted or something? So, I'm going to the thing, go to the bus station, get on the bus. Mind you, I thought that was my computer. So, the bus, I think my appointment was at 2. I left at 10 a.m. because that's really how long it took. Like, no, I don't know, like 11-ish. So I get there at 1. or just wait and stuff. On the bus, go to the bus station in Durham. The bus station in Durham only takes you like, it only takes you to the bus station to catch a bus to go to Raleigh. Then of course Raleigh has their own bus station and stuff. Their bus station. I'm at the Raleigh bus station and two crackheads are fighting in front of me. Literally bawling out, like they're getting off the bus and they're tussling. And I'm like, okay, that's new. Like, okay. We go, I'm whatever. I'm like, what's going on? Like, okay. And I just mind my business. Wait for my bus, which I didn't even think was coming. I didn't even, because my phone was not loading. Like, literally wasn't loading. All these buses were coming. I was getting so scared and confused. And I think I had enough money to Uber I had enough money to Uber. What did I Uber? I didn't even have enough money, y'all. I really was so broke. I don't know y'all. So I didn't have enough money, y'all. I had money enough, but I did not have no enough money. Are you crazy? I go to the bus station. I get to the bus. Crackheads fighting. Whatever. My bus comes, and I'm sitting on the bus, and I'm like, we're seeing all of these white people coming on, so I'm like, okay, we're in a safe area. So then I see the white people get off the bus. Once I saw the white people get off the bus, that's when all hell broke loose, y'all. Like, literally, all hell broke loose. Like hell, the gates of hell came up. So the bus immediately, as soon as you reach the city, like where you couldn't see skyscrapers anymore or like tall buildings, yeah, those are white people who got off the bus. And the only people that were on there was this Asian, like his mom and her daughter. And she only went as far, maybe like 10 minutes. So like 2 stops there. Not 2 stops, okay, that's like 6 stops. But like literally like 10 minutes and she was like, I can't. Or maybe it was really like 5, y'all. Like not even city limits, I'm telling you. Like this lady dipped. Her and her daughter gone. Like they were like, we're not doing it. So I'm like, I'm trying to drive in the ghetto, y'all. Like what? We got people talking about people getting off at the house, the crack house. They're literally coming in. I'm like, okay. Like I just needed my toes done. I didn't need all of this extra stuff. Mind you, my toes, I'm only paying $25 at most for my toes. That's probably why they popped off now. But mind you, and I hear people talking about ex-cons and working at the warehouse down the road and that they can get a job. And I'm sitting next to these people, which I mean, I never judge people that are ex-convicts. This man said he was there for attempted murder, bro. Attempted murder. I remember him like, yeah, I was in there for attempted. Attempted what? Because if it was good, if it was a good story, you would have added whatever the ending was. You added attempted. So attempted what, baby? You attempted, it didn't work. What happened? You know, so I'm just here chilling, and I'm gonna tell the story while I eat meat. But like, he was cool. He was a cool little dude. So white man come in here with all these tattoos. I'm like, I'm in the dirty South right now. So basically, he was like, he was talking or something. What's he doing? He was talking about how he like literally. He just needed a job or something. I forgot my rant. So all I remember is we getting off the bus. I get off at my stop. Like stuff happened. Like people were talking crazy, but I remember this guy yelling at the bus driver. I couldn't figure out what he was saying, but so then we get off the bus. I get off at my station, and he literally like whatever. Like we just get off, and I'm like, okay. So I had to get off at the station and figure out exactly like where I had to go, because obviously when you go to residential areas, they don't have bus stops right there. So you have to walk a good. And at this time, the person texted me and was like, hey, I'm coming to pick up my daughter. I'm not gonna be there until 2 to 2:30. I mean, 3 to 3:30. My appointment's at 2 o'clock, y'all. I'm by myself. My appointment's at 2. And I'm like, oh my God. Then again, I don't be caring. Like, I like good. More trying to be outside. So outside, I sat down at this little playground. So I got my nails done. She was cool. She was professional on my nails. And yeah, like she's professional. She was like, I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. I was like, it's cool. So I went to a thrift store. That's really where I went first. I wanted to go to the thrift store, and then once I found a thrift store, I found out that there was a beauty supply store. So I went to the beauty supply store. And y'all, went to the beauty supply store, and I'm like, all right, this time to dip. It's getting sundown, sunish, like on the way to be sundown or sunset. I'm like, you know them sundown towns, y'all. Literally come home bus stop. So while the bus was coming, I waited in what's that place called? Burger King. I had waited in Burger King, waited for the bus. The bus didn't come, and it passed me because I was looking for a bus stop, and the bus passed me. So I was like, all right, let me stand at Panda Express and wait for a thing. But I didn't wait inside. I just waited outside because it was a nice day. It was such a nice day. So I waited outside and waited for my bus. Oh, my Uber. I guess I'm I'm walking around. This guy come up to me and was like, you look so good, I would marry you. I was like, boy. First of all, I was like, do not come up behind me like that. Second of all, I was like, get out of my face. This man was like 40 years old. I've never been scared of nobody, y'all. I don't care. You could be 80 years old. You could be a serial killer. I'm not scared of you. Like, get out of here. I left the mall. I'm waiting at this bus station. These two guys are down there. They dropped me off at the bus stop that I had to catch another bus to go to another bus. Because it was a connecting bus that would take me to Target. And y'all, it's past me. And I'm stressed out. I will literally show you y'all where I was. Like, I'll insert it right here. I was right there. Yeah. I got home. I got in the Uber. This is the best part. Got in the Uber. This is the real reason I don't take Ubers or Lyfts. Got in the Lyft, and he started like being real friendly to me. Mind you, I look good, so he went friendly with me. I'm like, all right, you know how this go. Shut it down, baby. Shut it down. Shut it down. Don't even try. You is not getting nowhere. He was asking me questions like, I always say I'm a sophomore or a junior. Never say I'm a senior because that's too old. They think that they got a chance. And I never say I'm a freshman because then they really think they got a chance. I always say I'm a sophomore, so I'm not new to this game. I'm true to this game. I forgot to do the cheese pool. But like I was saying, I ain't new to the game. I'm true to the game. So I was like, all right, cool. Ask me questions. Of course, I'm not going to use my gut. I always use 7. Like, do you have any friends? I was like, friends? Like, boy, what? He was like, me and my friends on campus. He's like, where you from? I said, I'm from Cali, baby. I never lived in Cali a day of my life. So he kept trying to talk to me, whatever. I faked like I was on the phone with my boyfriend. Like, it was just weird. So we get into Durham, right? Mind y'all, Durham is a really bad part. Like, they're bad. Like, I'm sorry. He was trying to touch me. He was trying to do awesome stuff. He was like, sorry, I'm reaching for a charger. Like, it's not even a plug back here. You got a 2010 Honda. What are you talking about? There's no plug back here. You got a 2010 Honda. What you mean? Ain't no plug, ain't even a little charger plug. It's nothing back here. What you got? So I said, can you stop touching me? And so as soon as I did it, switch. He was African too, so Black Lives Matter, but not your lights. I was like, drop me off right here. I literally was like, drop me off. Like, as soon as we got off the exit, I was like, drop me off. Like, it's enough. Like, you're doing too much. Let me get out, cancel the ride, and you're gonna lose your job. You're about to get fired, boy. You're not coming back you was not getting back in this lift to pick up no other females. Are you crazy? Now my lift is adjusted, so I don't get anybody below 3 stars, which nobody should get anybody below 3 stars. You're dumb for doing that lift. And second of all, like, not only did I not get anybody below 3 stars, I also fired that man and I got my money back, yo. That ride, I could not even afford that ride. I had to ask my best friend for about $10. I was like, baby, this my last right here. This my last, baby. Y'all was gonna take my money. Y'all thought when I did a dispute, they didn't even want to give my money back. They said, no, you're not getting your money back because the ride was completed. I said, that man touched me. I came home. I started crying. Not because I was scared or nothing. I started crying because I had to walk. Like, you literally dropped me off right here. Like, this is a far walk. Like, it was cold, too. I had to walk. I ain't scared of nobody because I would have jumped in that Persky and I would have killed us, but I would have right into the thing because why are you crazy? You think I'm not gonna defend myself and kill us both? You try to kill me, we just both gonna die because I really do some crazy stuff. I would kill myself, really, like trying to defend myself. I would really kill myself before I could let you kill me. You crazy. I would jump out of that car, start rolling on the freeway, doing 90 in a spiral. You crazy if you think I'm not going to jump out of that car. Unlocked, and I think it was a little... Good thing I hadn't got my nails done because it would have been for me because I couldn't even take the credit card. I was like, mama, please. She was like, these nails. I was like, I'm sorry. They're cute. I keep getting compliments. But yeah, my nails are fire. Shout out to my nail tech. And they bone straight. I don't like those curved ones. Oh my god, I hate curved nails. But yeah, they straight. They got fire. And they got like a little scale on it. You can see like the texture. I got these and I got these little ones. Don't mind the thumbs. Y'all, I did not leave it in the dryer long enough. Cause I don't listen. But yeah. So this is how my food turned out. It's burnt. That's what I'm not showing y'all. But it tastes so good because it's not actually burnt. It's literally just the cheese. Behind 777 now.